There are going to be a few busy thoroughfares. Summit, maybe over on Bancroft, maybe Worcester down to BG.
We walked here, so we're good. But for everybody else who's maybe exiting out of downtown or BGSU, Kenton, going home, going north, just be careful out on the roadways. Maybe expect some delays coming up. But we are going to check in with Chief Meteorologist Chris Vickers. Chris, it's happened. We're here. How are you feeling? I know you got some guests there with you.
Yeah, so we're talking about really just an event that we're going to remember for the rest of our life. So I want to put a little perspective on this with some of the younger people that experienced this. We've got Steve and Gabby here. Steve, I have to ask, the moment of totality, when everything went dark around us, what were you feeling and thinking?
It was actually pretty chilly, and it got really dark, and it's probably the only time I might see it, so.
Because the next one that's going to happen here is in 2099. That is 75 years from now. Now, it's awesome that you guys are off of school today to experience. Gabby, do you think this is going to be something you remember the rest of your life?
Yes.
What was your favorite part about this?
My favorite part was when the moon came together with the sun and we got to take off our glasses and actually look at it for the first time.
You saw something that won't be seen in this country again for another 20 years, and not here in Northwest Ohio for another 75 years. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, and go ahead and remember that one forever. I've got Shamar and Michaela here. Shamar, what was your favorite part about this totality and the whole eclipse?
It really reminded me of Dragon Ball, really, with Frieza's, I forgot what power it's called, but the power they used to destroy the sand home planet. So,
supernatural.
Yeah.
It was supernatural. Michaela, how about you? What was your favorite part? When we went into totality and darkness, it seemed like it came in an instant. How did you feel?
I felt good. I honestly really liked how the community came together and we all seen it all as a whole and everybody was cheering at once. The temperature drop was something too. I didn't expect it to drop that bad or that much.
Doesn't it feel like everybody's now united in that one moment that we shared the total eclipse together?
Yes, it does, and it felt amazing.
Well, I'm glad it felt amazing, and it is still a party out here at the Imagination Station. And take your time. Don't be in a rush to go anywhere, and enjoy this. We've got our live coverage, which is going to continue now through 6:30. We're not going anywhere, and you don't go anywhere either. Let's send it back over to you, Tim and Kaylee.
Hey, Chris, we are here at the University of Toledo once again. We have people that are starting to clear out. Some folks are actually still eating lunch, waiting for their food to come. But Kayla, we have a special visitor here who came and said hi to us earlier today.
Yeah, this is Ariel. She's in 5th grade. She came by and she's like, I'm here because I don't have school and I want to experience this. This is going to be so fun. So what were your thoughts during the eclipse?
I thought it was very, very cool. And it was it got very dark very fast. It got really dark.
Was that something you were expecting, or did it kind of take you by surprise?
It caught me by surprise very, very quickly.
And what did you think when we got to that moment of totality and you were able to look up without the glasses on? Did you feel any emotions then, or what did it feel like?
I felt very happy because this is a special opportunity. It happens every 360 years, so I'm very happy to see it.
Yeah, I won't be around for the 2099 one. So this was the one I needed to see.
She knows 300-something years. We've been talking the year that it's happening, but I didn't do that math. So good job, Ariel.
Great job. And what did you think? You were here with Ariel. What was that moment like for you?
Just an opportunity to experience that with her, something that she can tell her kids and grandkids. I remember having a partial eclipse when I was probably 4th grade or something. So it's something that I didn't get to see the total, but something that she's lived through a pandemic and an eclipse that she can share with her kids.
For you to be able to see a partial eclipse and now totality, is this one better?
Oh, without a doubt, yes.
Would you recommend if someone has a chance to go see a total eclipse, even if they have to travel a couple hours to do it?
Oh, absolutely. It's not something you'll ever see again in your lifetime. It's a once in a lifetime thing. So it's something that you gotta try and see.
So great to talk to you guys. And what do you think? Do you think you'll stay interested in space and astronomy after seeing this?
Yes, I'm very interested in it, and all the stuff in our universe and all that.
She's going to be in NASA someday, I think.
Yeah.
Astronaut, maybe?
Maybe.
Okay. You never know.
All right.
It may have started right here on April 8th, 2024. So.
Ariel, it was good to see you again. Thank you.
Thank you as well.
We're going to check right back in with meteorologist Matt Willoughby. He's in Springfield Township.
Yeah, Kaylee, I mean, this was absolutely breathtaking. Despite all the differences between everybody, this really brought this Springfield Township community together. I actually spoke to a viewer who's actually blind, and she said she just wanted to come out and just enjoy the sensation and just the senses of this solar eclipse altogether. So, I mean, that was truly, truly heartfelt to hear that. But also one thing I did notice as this was happening, the street lights came on out here in Homecoming Park. So that was also pretty cool to see some of those stars and some of those planets as well. But just the absolute amazing experience out here, just over here at Homecoming Park. So like I said, just brought this family of Springfield Township together just to enjoy this event. It was kind of rowdy leading up to it, and eventually everybody just settled down and just enjoyed this once in a lifetime opportunity. So yeah, absolute amazing time out here in Springfield Township. But we're going to send it to my good friend Ryan Weekman, who is down in BG.
Thank you, all of you who helped. All right, meteorologist Matt Willoughby, fantastic job there at Springfield Township. We're here live at Bowling Green State University where the crowd's starting to thin out. I will say the parking lot is moving very slowly. So if you've got anywhere to go, you've got one of those blankets. We had a lot of people picnicking out here. If you can hear me, maybe just hang out for a little while. You might. But also, by the way, if you put your glasses back on and look up, there's still an eclipse happening. It might not be the total solar eclipse, but it still looks pretty cool. Now, we've been sharing our experiences down here with everybody coming through the gates that are leaving right now. But I wanted to geek out with a fellow scientist, Sutton from the Imagination Station.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
How was it for you?
I am at a loss for words. That was absolutely amazing, especially being able to see the Bailey's beads and the diamond ring effect at the very end, and then just being able to take off your glasses and hear everyone cheering and just overcome with emotions was so amazing to experience it all together. That was once in a lifetime.
I remember, so the second that it happened, I looked around because I wanted to see the shadow coming across, and then I finally actually looked up at it, and my reaction was like, I couldn't contain it. I said, oh my gosh, like I almost had to like cover my mouth. I said it so loud. I was so excited. What was like the moment you looked up and saw it? What were you thinking?
I just thought, oh my goodness. I couldn't believe the moment was here. We've been waiting for this for so long, and it was just unbelievable. And hearing everyone's excitement around me was so exciting. I'm at a loss for words. It was amazing. There's a huge smile. How are we going to tell
other people about this? Because I've heard other people say, you can't really describe it. You just have to experience it. I think I really understand that now.
Yes, and now I do too. I heard so many. We had a NASA astronaut at Imagination Station say that. All of our speakers said it. And when you haven't experienced it, it's hard to understand. But once you have, it's amazing. So yes, I just hope everyone had the same experience we did. It was great.
All right, Sutton with Imagination Station, thank you for sharing your experience as well. It's always fun to geek out with Imagination Station, who have been phenomenal partners this entire time when we're talking about this total solar eclipse. I can't believe totality's over with. It came and went so fast. It's going to be memories, though, that last for a lifetime. For now, reporting in Bowling Green, let's send it back over to, I believe, Jeff and Kaylee with the very latest from there.
All right, thank you very much, Ryan. Obviously, everybody has such a different perspective, but also some shared experience that everybody just kind of had that wow moment.
Everyone in Northwest Ohio has that chance that we all shared together.
Yeah.
And it really was special. And I can't believe, like Ryan said, it's already gone.
Yeah. Your mom, north of here in Michigan, was texting you and telling you, daggone it.
She did. My mom texted me. I know she's watching right now, but she texted me and she said, I'm kicking myself that I just didn't drive an hour and a half down to come see that, because even a couple of my friends too were texting me and sending me pictures, and they're like, shoot, we should have came down and seen you.
Yeah.
And you guys had the invite, but it truly was something crazy to experience. And yeah, just happy that we all have that experience together.
Right. My parents live in North Carolina. They had family that was actually visiting them from the Dayton area, and yeah. I know they left yesterday wanting to get back home because they wanted to see this. They didn't want to miss it.
Yeah.
We have continued to talk about some of those watch parties that have existed. This was one of the biggest ones in Toledo, obviously, from the crowd that we had. Not at all. We want to check in with Steve Iwanek. He is down in BG checking out another one.
What a moment we just witnessed here in Bowling Green. Right about 3 minutes and 30-ish seconds of totality. And, you know, I've never seen an eclipse myself. And to see the temperature, to feel that temperature change, to see the corona, to just feel the atmosphere and the ambiance of what was that moment, so special. I know I'm not the only one that got to experience that special moment. I'm joined now by someone who, Heather Schramm. Hi, Heather. Wave to your Aunt Heather again. Phoebe Schramm, who got to experience the solar eclipse with us. And Phoebe, how'd you feel about seeing that eclipse?
It was cool.
What was your favorite part about watching it?
Everything.
Can you name one thing for us?
When it was totality.
Yeah. This is not your first eclipse you've ever seen before. Where was the other one you saw?
Illinois.
Illinois. How cool, was this one better than the one in Illinois?
Yeah.
I think that would make sense, right? Northwest Ohio, we do it better than anybody, right? So do you think you're going to be a scientist or you want to be an astronaut one day because you saw that?
Maybe.
Yeah. What do you want to do when you grow up?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fair enough. But all we know is that we got to take part in history today, wherever you were, whether you're up in Toledo, Perrysburg, down in Findlay, didn't matter, or here in Bowling Green, we got to experience history that the next time we'll get to see is 2099, the last time that the state of Ohio got to see a total solar eclipse, 1806. We were not even a thought. Our ancestors probably didn't even have a thought about us. So just think about that for a moment as you reflect upon the history that you just watched here today. Reporting in Bowling Green at the Schramm Watch Party for the 2024 total solar eclipse. Steve Iwanek, WTOL 11, send it back to you guys.
You know, I also just got a text from my Aunt Chris, who's outside Dallas, and she was able to get a great picture. And
Oh,
she
no
was
kidding.
Yeah, so I was worried about the weather for her, but she sent me a picture, and I mean, you could see the stars. I don't know if it was actually a planet or not, but things seemed to be okay where she was at. So
we are wedged in between the ProMedica building and Imagination Station, and there were moments, if you're just joining us, there were moments today where we thought we were going to have a few new anchors and reporters who were wedging in to try to find a spot.
We were cuddled up in here.
It was shoulder to shoulder down here, standing room only for a little bit as everybody got ready and waiting for that 3:10, 3:11, 3:12 moment to hit. And as Chris was saying, it was the fastest 2 minutes in show business.
Oh my goodness, I know. I wish when I'm doing like working out and a minute and a half goes by, it feels like a million years.
Full workout in that amount of time. We have got team coverage, as we've told you, throughout the day here today, and we want to go down Summit Street, just a hop, skip, and jump away from us, and our Tyler Segerman. He is live at Hensville Park. Tyler, take it away.
Hello, guys. Yeah, the party here continues. The weather, few drinks, games, all still a possibility if you're sticking around. The eclipse not the only thing going on today. Brock and me obviously sticking around here in Hensville. And first things first, guys, obviously you just saw the eclipse a few moments ago. What was that like?
Amazing.
Yeah, what about you, Brock?
It was really cool. I didn't really know what to expect, and it was really cool. I enjoyed it.
What was the coolest thing about the eclipse that you saw?
When it was in totality.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, when it was in total eclipse, there was like a blue hue around it. It was really cool.
Obviously, I know there's been a lot of talk about traffic around the area. Obviously, rightfully so. What did you guys get here? Did you have any trouble getting into Toledo?
I really didn't have any problems. We just took Monroe Street down, stayed away from the expressway. It was actually pretty easy getting down here.
I gotcha. So obviously the eclipse is now over, but you guys are still here. So obviously you're still enjoying the day.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
What about you? Anything else planned today?
I don't know.
You don't know? Have you guys been playing the games I saw? Or just walking around?
She's been dancing, huh?
Oh, you've been dancing. We see some dance moves? What do you call that move?
The jiggity.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Well, the next eclipse is 2099. You guys gearing up for that, or maybe wait a little bit?
Yeah, that's great. I'll be totally around for that.
Right? I'm sure she will be, right? At least she's got some preview, you know. You know when the next eclipse is?
No.
About 50 years.
Wow.
There you go. See, we're informing everyone here at Hensville Park about the eclipse and this magical moment here in Toledo and all over the United States. Again, like I said, party's still going on, the music, plenty of drinks, plenty of sunshine, obviously, to enjoy here as well. It's been a great day so far. We're going to continue to have fun throughout the rest of the evening. Jeff and Kaylee, back to you.
All right, Tyler, thanks so much. Tim and Kaylee. We have a few Kayleys on the staff at WTOL 11.
You never know what Kaylee you're going to
But
be talking
Kaylee doesn't
to.
know who sometimes they're talking to. But hey, we've had a great time here at UT. We're in Centennial Mall. You can take a look here. Folks are still waiting in line for food. Some people took a break from that while Totality happened a short while ago. But Kaylee, the party rolls on here at UT.
You know, we talked to a couple people who said they waited in line, but then it got really close to Totality, so they were like, no. We're going to pause. We're going to watch all of Totality, and then we're going to wait in line for our food. So those are the stragglers that are still over there. But really, it was an awesome experience. I want to tell everyone, if you get a chance to do it, go do it, even if you have to travel 5 hours. We talked to Grace, who came from Central Michigan just to see this. She said it was breathtaking. I had my parents and my grandparents, they're all the way in Las Vegas. They only have partial Totality, not even close. But I told them, we are live streaming, watch this. My grandma, hey, she said it was awesome. And then my mom was like, so cool. I didn't realize it was going to get cold and so dark. I should have been there. So my mom, all the way in Las Vegas, is like, I should have been there. So if you ever question it, you should come.
And even though we have to wait a long time for the next one here, get on the plane, get in the car and travel. It is definitely worth it. You know, Grace told us she went 5 hours. They actually were in a charter bus.
Yes.
So she's like, oh, I'll just take a nap on the way home. She didn't want to miss it. She's, you know, an astronomy student herself. So we've seen a lot of people who are either studying this or just the casual viewer who's heard a lot about total solar eclipses and wanted to be a part of it. And I love that the kids are involved. We've heard from a lot of the kids at Imagination Station and other places. We've had a ton of kids, and we still have some here right now. And it's like the next generation of astronomers may be born today.
It's awesome to know that they're learning so much about this stuff. I didn't even know until last year when WTOL started talking about a total solar eclipse. And that's when I was like, oh, this is what this is.
This is what it really is. And taking a look here, we can see people are still hanging out. You know, we're still in the partial eclipse on the way back out of it. But there are still people hanging around here throwing frisbees. And it looks like Rocky is here as well. And Roxy, so UT really represented here today.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We don't know what the traffic is like because we're on campus at Centennial Mall, so might be kind of slow and go around the area.
Pack your patience on the way home for sure.
All right, let's check back in with Kaylee and Jeff and Chris over at Imagination Station.
As Kaylee was saying, they probably don't have a perspective of the bumper-to-bumper that's going through Old Orchard and down Bancroft and up Douglas right now, getting out of Centennial Mall. Chris, we were talking about it just a little bit ago. We were saying that as this thing made its way, and you said, I forget, 1,500 miles per hour?
1,500 miles per hour.
The clip of the shadow.
If you were watching our coverage, I almost couldn't get the cities out in time that we were trying to say, hey, you're in Totality, you're in Totality, because, you know, that shadow moved from the western edge of Ohio all the way clear through Ohio in about 11 minutes. So you can't.
You were like that guy at the end of the commercials that's reading all the fine print.
Finley, you're in Totality. Muffin, you're in Totality.
You know, just to kind of recap this, what we saw during this event, as we went into Totality, we saw the darkness. We knew that would happen. We nailed it down to the second. We felt the drop in the temperature, and I was even amazed at how dark it actually got. And it really doesn't get dark until you're fully within Totality. We did notice some of the Bailey's beads as well, which were some of those little spokes of light that came out from the edge of the moon, which is due to the irregular topography of the moon. Valleys, hills, mountains. And then to top it all off, just the kiss of a wonderful afternoon was the diamond ring on the end. It was that first glimmer of light that came out, which signaled Totality's over. But it was that one moment that just it gave me chills again. We had chills as we were going into it. It's a moment that I will remember forever.
And we're sitting here at about 3:53, 3:52, 3:53. It was 3:35, you were saying, when the last little sliver of Maine, this thing made its exit of the U.S.
So it's over parts of eastern Canada, now heading to the North Atlantic, where, you know, this event is going to be done. Something that we've truly looked forward to, really, since we had just a taste of it. And now you see what that taste in 27 did. It wasn't even an appetizer to what we had today. This is really, truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And, you know, racking my mind and my brains to think, when can I see this next?
Yes.
Because the next time in the United States is 2044, but on average, you know, these occur maybe once or twice a year somewhere across the globe, but you have to be in that narrow 110 mile, you know, width of the shadow.
Yep.
And when we put this in perspective earlier, we said, your chance in a lifetime of seeing a total solar eclipse is about 1 in 10,000. And we were with a whole lot of lucky people today, weren't we?
I wanted to show you once again, just kind of, we talked about people making their way out of the kind of the green space here outside of Imagination Station, and you can see if we did a compare and contrast,
Right.
and I'm sure we'll do that maybe later tonight on WTOL 11 News at 11, hint, hint, hint. But just an amazing transition between the folks we had out here, the crowd we had out here, the crowd they had at UT. It was a great turnout. And you know, I as you were talking there, I was thinking there are always people who chase storms. We hear about them whenever severe weather is battering the U.S. There are people who make it a pilgrimage to be at these
I can see why
shows,
now.
Right?
Yeah, there's a gentleman from Detroit that came down with 3 telescopes. He's got them plugged in right behind us, and he's been really a fanatic over this since he saw it in 2017 down in Tennessee, and wanted to be here and chose Toledo for that location to view it. And you know, many of those sleepless nights that I had over what the weather would be like on a day like today, we really couldn't have picked and chosen a better day. And it's really cool to think that everyone is going to take something different away from this date. I mean, your guys' reaction in response to what you saw today?
I was just kind of, I had that wow moment, and I was hoping that my kids at home, they were also experiencing it. My daughter down in Columbus, I gave her glasses during spring break so that she would take them back to school with her, and hopefully they had that moment. How about you?
I think I just had, like, I had a moment just to myself. Like, I went and I snapped a quick picture and like, okay, I just need to take this minute for myself, and it was like, I just tried to take it all in as much as I could. I feel like I did, and I had a moment just kind of by myself, and it made me feel like, you know, so small. Like, my problems are so small. Like, the universe is so big. It just truly spoke to, like,
we were in
just
a very
incredible.
rare spot here on the face of the earth, and lucky us here in Northwest Ohio.
It lived up to the hype.
WTOL 11 News at 4 is next.